The chosen one, this message is meant exclusively for you. You may have felt it in the quietest moments of your day, a stirring in your heart that tells you you're not here by chance. Instead, you are here because a divine purpose has long been written for you in the spiritual realm. You might think you just happened upon these words, but that's far from the truth. God has gently guided you to this very moment, and His voice is calling out to you. A monumental shift is coming, a divine turning point that will forever alter the course of your life and the lives of all who are chosen. Before we move forward, I need you to do something. Comment 777 right now. This is not just about a commitment. This is a declaration, a sign that you are spiritually aligned with what is about to happen. When you enter that number, you're sending a message into the spiritual realm that you're stepping into a place where you are ready to receive what God has put in place. And for those of you who have apported this work through super thank you, I see you and God sees you. Thank you for your generosity and being a part of this divine movement. May blessings flow into your life for your obedience. But now let me ask you, have you ever paused to consider that this moment, this very second, might mark the beginning of a transformation that will shatter the chains of deception around you? When you feel an inexplicable urgency building deep within, can you sense that the heavens are opening to reveal truths that have been hidden for far too long? Imagine waking up on a day when everything you thought you knew is suddenly turned upside down, when the very foundations of the spiritual realm shift before your eyes. Would you be ready to embrace the change? Would you step forward boldly, trusting that the trials ahead are shaping you for a destiny greater than any earthly accolade? There's a profound power in realizing that the secret systems designed to keep you in a state of passive confinement are now being disrupted by your very existence. Think about it. Those who once followed rigid, unyielding paths, agents deeply embedded in structures of control, are now beginning to question everything they once held sacred. Their long-standing programming, their unchallenged beliefs, and the status quo they defended so fiercely are all cracking under the pressure of your light. Can you feel that electrifying surge of hope and purpose? Isn't it amazing that simply by being who you are, you have set off a chain reaction that makes the impossible conceivable? Consider the impact of an awakening so profound that it breaks the carefully constructed barriers between truth and deception. How would it feel to know that your every action, your every word, is forcing even the highest levels of established order to reconsider what they once thought inviolable? Can you imagine the shock in the hearts of those who have long claimed authority over the hidden agendas of our world when they realize that their reality is crumbling? What if this moment of disruption was not a mere accident, but a deliberate act of divine orchestration designed to pave the way for a new era of spiritual freedom and insight? Reflect on the countless stories of transformation woven throughout history. Stories of individuals who dared to challenge the system, who faced insurmountable odds, yet emerged as beacons of truth and hope. Do you recall how Moses, called from the burning bush, was compelled to leave behind all that was familiar in order to lead his people to deliverance? Or think of Abraham, who ventured out into the unknown with nothing but unwavering faith in God's promise. These figures were not ordinary. They were chosen, purpose-driven, and prepared to revolutionize the world simply by aligning their lives with divine will. And now, you stand on that very precipice of change. Ask yourself, what greater purpose could there be than to be a catalyst for such profound transformation? Imagine the scene as the day approaches when the veil between the seen and the unseen is torn away. Picture the world around you bathed in a light that dispels every shadow of doubt and every remnant of deception. On that day, every casual glance at the mundane will transform into a powerful reminder that you are part of a larger divine tapestry. When distractions that once held you captive fade into the background, will you notice the subtle, yet unmistakable signs that urge you to wake up to a higher reality? Have you sensed that the chaos of everyday life is about to give way to an unyielding clarity, one that will empower you to see with new eyes and walk with renewed purpose? The truth is, God's call is not to invite you to a life of comfortable mediocrity, but to challenge you to stand up in the face of a crumbling system of lies. As His chosen one, you are being called not merely to observe the unfolding events from a distance, but to actively engage in the process of spiritual awakening that will reverberate throughout every corner of the earth. Can you imagine the ripple effects of such a transformation? How would it feel to be the spark that ignites change in a world that has long been dominated by deceit and false promises? Is it not an honor to realize that the very energy coursing through your veins is designed to break down the walls that keep truth hidden? In every trial you face, every moment of quiet strength in the midst of chaos, there's a profound message being communicated to your soul. You are being refined, tested, and prepared for a destiny that transcends the boundaries of what is earthly. Have you ever thought about the way fire refines precious metal, purifying it and making it stronger? In much the same way, the challenges you endure are not punishments, but divine tools that shape and fortify your spirit. When you feel doubt creeping in, when obstacles seem insurmountable, ask yourself, is this not the very process through which great transformation occurs? Do you see how every hardship prepares you for a role of extraordinary significance? Let us consider the example of those who have come before you. Figures who, through obedience and courage, transformed despair into hope and darkness into light. Their stories are a testament to the fact that when God calls you to step out of the shadows, no enemy, no matter how powerful or entrenched, can prevent you from fulfilling your divine mission. Have you wondered why history remembers the brave souls who dared to disrupt the status quo, who risked everything to bring forth a better, truer world? Could it be because their actions were not simply reactions to the world, but deliberate proclamations of a higher truth that resonates far beyond their lifetimes? Now, as you read these words, ask yourself, are you ready to answer the call? Are you prepared to cast aside any doubt and step forward boldly into the unfolding light of a new era? When you witness your own power to disrupt the old order and reveal the hidden truths, will you embrace it with all your heart? This is a turning point, a moment where every decision, every act of faith creates a ripple that can change the very fabric of existence. Isn't it amazing to think that you are part of such a revolutionary moment? What if everything you have ever faced, the obstacles, the setbacks, the hidden struggles, we're all building towards this very point of destiny? The spiritual revolution that is imminent is not merely a change in circumstances. It is a complete metamorphosis of how you perceive the world and, more importantly, how the world perceives you. In the midst of uncertainty and chaos, you are being provided with a secret invitation, a call to awaken, align, and advance into a life where every moment is infused with divine purpose. Have you noticed that your heart has been growing more sensitive, your inner voice more assertive, as if nudging you to leave behind the chains of complacency and step into a realm where spiritual truth reigns supreme? Is it not a sign that your time of preparation has finally arrived? This divine appointment is not reserved for the few who have always lived in the light. It is a clarion call for every soul that has ever wrestled with doubt, every heart that has yearned for a deeper connection with the infinite source of wisdom and love. It's a call that shatters the illusions of worldly control, a call that demands every ounce of courage, every measure of faith you possess. Can you imagine the power of joining with others who, like you, have been chosen to lead this charge, standing united as warriors of the Spirit, ready to challenge every falsehood and ignite the flames of transformation? How would it feel to be part of a movement so potent that it redefines what it means to live, to love, and to fulfill a purpose that stretches into eternity? Look around you. Can you see the signs in the everyday miracles and the subtle hints woven into your life's tapestry? From the unexpected opportunities that seem to arise just when you need them most to the quiet moments of clarity that punctuate your day. Every detail is a testament to the divine orchestration of your journey. Have you ever asked yourself how it is that, in the midst of life's chaos, your spirit remains unyielding and resilient? That enduring strength is not your own alone, but a gift from above, a manifestation of the unshakable promise that nothing can stand against the ordained will of God. The realization of this truth should not be taken lightly. It is both a privilege and a profound responsibility, a call to action that transcends mere thought and transforms into tangible, revolutionary living. Do you understand that by aligning yourself with the divine purpose, you not only secure your own destiny, but also pave the way for countless others to step into their truth? Will you allow your life to become an unstoppable force, a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of unwavering faith, and a rallying cry for the awakening of an entire generation? As you stand at the threshold of this imminent spiritual shift, ask yourself, how will you prepare? What steps will you take to ensure that, when the day comes, you're not only ready to receive the blessings and revelations that God has promised, but also to lead others into the light? This is not the time to linger in hesitation or allow doubt to cloud your judgment. The call is urgent, it is clear, and it beckons you to act with all the passion and conviction in your heart. Are you willing to deepen your prayer, to immerse yourself in God's Word, and to fortify your spirit against the persistent forces of deception? Can you commit to a journey of spiritual discipline that transforms everyday moments into opportunities for divine encounter? Imagine the incredible impact of a life lived in full alignment with God's design. A life so powerfully driven by purpose that it radiates truth and inspires others to follow suit. Consider the legacy of leaders like Moses, Abraham, and Esther, whose courage, despite their fears and uncertainties, led them to accomplish feats that continue to shape history. What if your story could join their ranks? A story of relentless determination, unshakable faith, and the miraculous power of divine intervention. Doesn't the possibility of transforming not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you fill your heart with hope and anticipation? Now, take a deep breath and reflect on the journey that has led you to this moment. Every trial, every moment of struggle, and every quiet victory has been a stepping stone guiding you toward a destiny that only a chosen soul could ever comprehend. Have you ever wondered why, amid the mundane and the chaotic, you continue to feel an inner pull, a magnetic force that seems to draw you closer to a higher truth? That force is the gentle yet insistent whisper of God, urging you to awaken fully to your divine potential and to prepare yourself for the coming day of reckoning and renewal. The message is clear. God's chosen ones must prepare for this day, for His call is imminent and its impact will be transformative. This day is not just another mark on the calendar. It is a divine appointment, a pivotal moment when the hidden truths of the universe will be unveiled and the spiritual landscape will be forever altered. As you contemplate the magnitude of what is about to occur, do you feel the stirring of your spirit? Are you ready to cast aside the trivial pursuits that have long kept you from your true purpose, to let go of old patterns, and to step boldly into a future filled with light, purpose, and unshakable faith? It is time to take action, Time to gather your courage and firmly anchor your life in the promises of God. Let your heart be filled with the knowledge that you are not alone in this journey. Around you, other chosen souls are awakening, their lives beginning to mirror the divine design that is unfolding. Together, you form a powerful fellowship of truth seekers and revolutionaries who are determined to challenge the forces of darkness and reclaim the mantle of divine leadership. Will you be among those who rise, fueled by a passion that defies the forces of deception and despair? Can you feel that undeniable pull, a call to stand, to lead, and to inspire a global awakening? If this resonates with your spirit, if you believe in the transformative power of God's timing and in His unparalleled justice, then I invite you to drop 777 in the comments as your bold declaration of faith and readiness. Let this act be the spark that ignites not only your journey, but also the flame that will set hearts ablaze with the fire of divine purpose. Remember, your readiness today is the foundation of a legacy you will leave tomorrow, a legacy that will echo throughout eternity, transforming lives, inspiring movements, and breaking the chains of deception forever. Now is the time, dear chosen one, to rise above every challenge, to overcome every obstacle, and to embrace the divine calling that has been uniquely designed for you. Stand tall, remain steadfast, and let your soul shine with the brilliance of heavenly truth. Your life, your actions, and your unwavering commitment to God's word are the instruments by which a new era will dawn, a revolutionary era where justice, truth, and love rule supreme over all the darkness of deception. As you journey forward, know that every step you take in obedience to God's call further dismantles the old order and paves the way for a spiritual awakening that will resonate across every nation and community. Will you seize this moment? Will you allow the divine light to guide your every decision, to empower your every action, and to transform your very existence? The answer lies within your heart. Ready it is if you are willing to open it fully to God's limitless possibilities. You are not merely a passive observer in this unfolding narrative. You are an active, essential participant. Every word you speak, every prayer you offer, every moment of worship you engage in contributes to the monumental transformation that is at hand. As God's chosen one, you are uniquely equipped with the insights and the strength needed to lead others from a world shrouded in illusion to one illuminated by divine truth. Ask yourself, will you continue to live in a state of spiritual dormancy, or will you awaken and claim the destiny that has been reserved for you? The time for hesitation is over. With hearts united and voices raised, let us step boldly into this new chapter and demonstrate that when God calls, His chosen ones answer with unyielding courage, unwavering faith, and an unbreakable resolve. Embrace your destiny and help kindle a movement that will echo throughout time, one where every soul is empowered to recognize, understand, and reflect the eternal truth of God's divine will. God's call is here, resonating through the corridors of eternity and inviting you to take your rightful place in His grand design. Prepare yourself spiritually, mentally, and emotionally for the divine shift that is coming. As the day approaches when the heavens themselves will testify to His truth, will you be ready? Stand up, step out, and let the world see the light of a chosen soul blazing with passion and purpose. Remember, your journey is just beginning, and the best is yet to come. God bless you. Chosen one, your destiny awaits, and your time is now.